Traders. Guys, great day today. We nailed it on the euro. Pick your pair. Euro versus the dollar, euro versus Kiwi. It was good stuff. So just do a recap. Not a lot of traders can trade after big numbers when you get this really wide, choppy price action. I'm telling you, there's a lot of traders that struggle. A lot of traders that struggle in general, but it's really tough when you see these violent moves. It gets whippy. There's a lot of traders and a lot of people that have trading models. They don't know how to deal with it when it's flash down, flash up. But you guys know we talked about it yesterday. I even said in that video, you want to stay small size over a wider range of the chart, and that worked out perfect today. It's just a different type of trading. You're not chasing the trend because the move can be too far, too outside right off the bat. So you got to think more contrarian over a wider range of the chart. So what we talked about today is, this can happen so fast. The market thins out, spreads widen out. You can get a move down here and be right back up in an instant. So if you have a particular trending model, and even in our model, a real money candle we like to buy. That's a big, large green candle. But that doesn't make sense if the candle is so wide that it puts you in up here. It's a completely different strategy. So what we do and what I teach my guys and gals is that we want to try to fade these big moves right off the bat, and then you can settle in and continue more of your trending model or our traditional model. But the game plan was either way, when you get this wide move up, especially into this resistance from yesterday, the first time up, you can look to short it. So the high from overnight, Tokyo and London, was way up here, right at 109.90. So right after the number I talked about, I don't want to chase. I don't want to sell here. We wanted another push into the highs before we started shorting. And so, we started selling a little bit here, but these are really light sales, like 1/10 of our max position size. That way you can work your average cost over a wider range of the chart. So you can trade pretty much any, you can start a trade from a really poor location and still work the trade to where you can get out at a profit, work your average cost back, and then you just need a little bit of a move to be in the money if you start your trade really light. All right, 1/10, and then you get heavy in the right locations, your average cost will get pretty close to the market. This is the art of the size. So this is what I teach my traders. But we did this today, and we sold a few light lots. And then this was really the area that we wanted to sell into, and we sold right into the highs here. All right, then we covered, traded around on the 1 minute, covered a little bit here. You can see that on the 5 minute and into this tail. And then I did not sell into this bounce. That was a little bit too aggressive. All right, but that would have been a really nice trade if you sold into that lower high, and then you got the flush. You basically retraced halfway of the move, so that's kind of what we were looking for, and then we covered into these lows. But how many people did that well? Sold the high in the euro right after payrolls. Most people are afraid to even trade, but when you trade light and you have a game plan, you know how to work your size like this, we basically sold the high. My average was up here at like 89. All right, so great trade on the euro. And if you could see here, euro Kiwi, I was scalping it around a little bit before 8 o'clock. A little bit before 8 o'clock. The cycles were turning up down here. I draw it like this because that's a higher time frame. I can't see, this is the 5-minute, but the 15-minute cycle is starting to turn up. And what I was noticing is that we were taking out this high. So within the context of the downtrend, you could look at the lower highs, and this breaks what we call our TMS. So right here on this candle, that was bullish, and I bought into this dip and then took profit up here. I mean, this is a small move. I mean, it was everything you could work with before the number. I mean, I bought into the low and took profit on the high. I mean, that's all that I had to work with. But that's buying the low, selling the high, and then just got flat in front of the number, and then we went on to the euro trade. Oh, and then we did have a nice trade after that too here. Where did that go? So then, I'll clear this up. Yeah, we had a good trade there after this. So here we come in. This is your topping tails here. You can call that a tweezer tail. This is a real money candle in our model. This creates a nice bearish wall. I teach my traders to look about halfway. You get the move down. You bounce back up with the cycle. All right, started shorting in here. Didn't get I thought right here, this is a sell setup in our model. It's a swing line setup. I thought we'd get the move. It was a little bit more delayed, and we pinged the top of the upper bands. Actually sold more into there. The reason I'm able to sell into here is because I know where my risk is, and I know where I'm at in the cycle. There's a higher time frame cycle here. All right? That gives you higher probability setups. You have to understand 99% of the traders out there only understand technicals and price momentum, and then you have your group of traders that want to take the fundamental approach. Nobody talks about cyclical analysis, and that's all about the understanding of time. All right, that's what separates us out. That's what separates me out. Our trading model, completely new Wall Street. Nobody talks about time. All right, you sell with the cycle. You can have your odds of a win and your consistency goes through the roof. Sold into here, covered here, and then we got one more flush, and I was out at 90% of my short right into this low, and then I killed it right there. And I'll just show you guys for all of the internet that doesn't want to believe, even though we do this every single day. So this is me fading that rally, what I just explained on Euro, New Zealand dollar here. Covering into that low. It's a 15-minute chart. Here was our Euro trade. Sold into the high. If you could bring up the average cost, these lots up here are heavier than this first initial lot. Sold the highs. Covered into about halfway the retrace. All right. And so that's what we do, guys. We do this. I have what I call my full access team. You have access to everything, my real-time alerts. We have a live room that you have access to. We trade together every day. So within that trading every day, you have teaching, ongoing teaching, answer questions, things you're struggling with. I share my experiences. It's just a totally different way to learn, totally different way to trade when it's live and you do it together. So we only had one losing day this week. We had one losing day this week. It was Tuesday. Tuesday was really choppy. Got a little bit chopped up, but that's going to happen. And so this is just a few plays from our chat room. This is what our chat room looks like currently. All right. And this is a snapshot of that. And so this was just some of our plays this week. We traded pound yen a lot. We traded, there's $1,800, $4,600. That was a good day. This was Tuesday, me getting chopped up. I dropped over $4,000 on that day. I ended up chipping back some in the afternoon, but it was still a down day for me. I got about half of that back. It was still a down day. Sometimes that happens. If you got a trader that never loses, I mean, give me a break. Euro Kiwi, 2000. That was a good day. This was today. $2,000 on Euro Kiwi, $1,000 scalping the euro after the jobs data. All right, this was our cover on oil. We've been short oil. So guys, look, if you are interested in joining our team, I'd love to have you. We're growing like crazy. We have traders all over the world. This is my firm here. This is the website, jenkinsrm.com. jenkinsrm.com. See that, jenkinsrm.com. And check us out. I mean, guys, our chat room here, this chat room, you can connect instantly. All right, you can come in, check us out for a 5-day trial. This is just getting involved in the overall environment, okay? But in this chat room, I'll just tell you this. I'm going to be putting analysis weekly. You get to interact with my entire team. You're going to get a lot of day trade alerts, okay? I have a real-time alerts product that is really an institutional product. I'm going to charge $500,000 for that. I used to have it for the retail or independent traders, but it's just so time consuming that I can't do it for everybody. So anyway, all that analysis, guys, I mean, I used to charge, I might have a VP at a bank who's in charge, vice president of trading, and he would get my institutional bond sheet. It was levels and a little bit of analysis. $500 a month, okay? This $50 a month, you get that same interaction and same kind of analysis. Now, granted, it's not daily, but you're going to know, and it's not just one market. You got to realize that people are willing to pay $500,000 for simple levels on one market when they realize how good your work is and your analysis is. This is global macro, what markets we like, what markets we don't like, what my opinion is, what I'm doing during the day. That's just all in a chat. All right, and that's $50 a month. I mean, there's nothing that is cheaper anywhere out there for what you get. So come in, at least check us out there. I have a training course. I teach you the model. I have some options training courses I do. Teach my ratio back spreads. And then this is our full access team. So this is the main team that when I wanted to create the firm, this was one of the main visions I had. Have a global trading team. We trade together every day. And in here you get my institutional real-time alerts. All right. So that's the alerts on everything. On what I'm doing on gold, what I'm doing on treasuries, what I think about stocks. We've been long the NASDAQ. So within the full access team, you get the institutional real-time alerts. You get to trade. You get to be on the team. You have access to the live room. All right. And it's all for just a small upfront cost, and then you get 9 hours of training, and then you get ongoing training with me every day, direct access. It's probably the best program out there if you want to learn how to directionally trade. I'm not doing penny stocks, not doing small cap stuff that you can't grow into. It's not day trading stocks where you have to have $50,000 to basically trade. You can't go short because I mean, you guys can't be a real big trader trading penny stocks. I mean, in a bear market, you'll get crushed. You can't go short. Hardly any brokers have any shares to borrow. That's very one-dimensional, and I kind of consider the old way of day trading. So that's why we have a lot of Forex traders. That's the best market to day trade. And as you grow, that's the best market. I mean, it's the deepest market in the world. I traded treasuries, the second deepest market in the world as far as the amount of size. I mean, I would be on the bid for, I'd buy 100, 200 million tens in a second. Plenty of liquidity. So as you grow as a trader, you're going to want to trade the bigger markets. If you want to start your own hedge fund, I mean, the sky's the limit on the size you can trade in the Forex market. Anyway, it's a long video. Good session today, guys. Those are on the team. Just absolutely nailed the euro. I'm pretty proud of us. I mean, we absolutely pegged the high and then covered the low. So good week, and big day Sunday. We'll see what the market brings us. But all right, guys, check it out. Look forward to seeing some new faces and names in the room. Have a great weekend.